good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I've got a bit of a story time for you guys today. One of the best things about Korea, in my opinion, one of the coolest things. As some of you might know, I've been in Korea for a little over 7 years now. Where does the time go? During my 7 years, I've experienced specifically what the story is about, something really cool about Korea, and I was going to share that with you guys today. So without further ado, this story happens 2.5 weeks ago. My buddy TJ Rossi and we went down to Gangneung, which is the east coast of South Korea. It's a medium to small sized city on the east coast. Beautiful beach for days, clean air, really nice surroundings, and we wanted to escape our bubble where we live, and we wanted to make a mission down to the beach. And we went. It wasn't perfect weather for swimming and sunbathing and having a good time, so we just went and we chilled. We walked around the beach. We spent one night, booked a cheap hotel room, had a beer or two on the beach, wandered around and found something to eat, and it was cool. It was a good time. Went out at night, met some of the locals. There are a few expats in Gangneung we made friends with. A really cool crowd, really nice community over there, and overall we had a good time. So I'm going to try not babble on as much as I can. To cut a long story short, Saturday morning, TJ had to get the hell out of there. He was doing all kinds of sport in Seoul. Dude plays cricket and he does this kind of football and he does that and he does this training. Anyways, he got out of there. I slept in late. I got home late. We ended up partying till the early hours of the morning. There was live music. It was really cool. Nevertheless, I was feeling a little bit rough. I want to go ahead and say I was about 50% hungover, and I woke up, checked out of the hotel room, and it was time to go and eat. Got on a bus, and there's this in Gangneung. There's this really cool vegan-friendly restaurant that I've been to 2 or 3 times. Twice before, and I wanted to go there again for lunch. So on my way there, feeling kind of rough, lots on my mind, tired, hungry, and I guess I was in the mood to be a bit clumsy. I was sitting on the bus, checking my phone, and I had to transfer from one bus to another to get to this restaurant. I pushed the stop button, got off the bus, checked my phone, what's the number for the next bus, only to realize that I left my camera bag on that previous bus. This here's my camera bag. Inside was my Canon 60D DSLR, 3 lenses, and my GoPro, and a bunch of other accessories. In total, probably a little bit more than, I want to say, 1.3 million won, maybe $1,200 worth of camera equipment, which is kind of expensive for me anyways. It's a lot of money. And right then and there, this is a reenactment of what I did. This is where things improve in the story. Got on my phone, immediately Googled the number for Tourism Korea. The first thing that came up was some 1300 number, 4 digits, dialed that bitch, got on the phone, and it was a very friendly English-speaking Korean lady. Said, "Hello, how can I help you?" And I told her the story. It was like, "Lady, I just made a terrible mistake. I was very clumsy. I left my camera bag on the bus. Is there any way you can help me retrieve it?" She said, "You're going to have to call the Gangneung tourist agency or whatever," and she gave me the number for that. I called them. Another very friendly Korean lady answered the phone, and I told her the story. It was like, "Lady, I just got on bus number 220. It was going from this place to that place. I got off the bus and I left my camera bag on there. Is there any way you can help me retrieve the bag?" And she said, "Hold on a second. Call me back in 5 minutes. I'm going to call the bus company." She called the bus company. I called her back, and she was like, "Okay." We got in touch with the bus driver. The bus driver is expected to pass by the bus terminal in about 20 minutes, so if you can make your way to the bus terminal, you will be, this is his number plate, by the way, gave me the number plate. If you're there waiting for him, see the number plate, just get on the bus, and the bus driver, ask him for your camera bag, and he'll give you your bag. So I did that. I jumped in the nearest taxi straight to the bus terminal. Like she said, about 20 minutes later, the bus came by. I got on and one was like, 아저씨, 혹시 카메라 가방 있어요? I was like, do you have my camera bag? And he just looked at me and was like... Within an hour, I had my bag back in my hands. I was just so relieved. I was so happy. I felt like an idiot, but I just felt like celebrating. So got my camera bag after celebrations were said and done. Hopped on back to another bus. I was sure not to neglect my camera bag this time. And went to go eat. Went to Dotori, what's the place called? Dotori Muk, which is the acorn jelly restaurant I like to frequent in whenever I go to Gangneung. Really good vegan options, and I had some tasty soup and some john, and it was a really good time. So I'm from South Africa. Had that situation happened to me anywhere else in my country, in South Africa, probably any other Western country. I told this story to a few of my friends, Americans, Brits, Australians. They were like, if that happened where I'm from, you'd have been screwed. So I'm really glad it happened in Korea, of all places. You hear stories like this all the time in Korea. It's one of the best things about Korea. People lose wallets on trains, phones on buses, bags, everything, and they always somehow manage to retrieve their belongings, which is awesome. For the most part, Korean people are just so honest and friendly. No one really steals over here. I'm sure there are situations where people have had their things stolen and missing, but for the most part, compared to like where I'm from, it's completely different, which is, in my opinion, one of the best things about South Korea. People are always willing to help you. People on the phone are so friendly. If I went to South Africa and I called a number, some tourism agency, and I was like, hey lady, I lost my bag, can you help me? And no, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't happen. That's my story time done, guys. Thank you for listening. One of the best things about Korea, you get your stuff back. If you're going to lose something, lose it in Korea, not in South Africa. I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'm out.